The liturgy of today does not require much homily. The Passion narrative is indeed a point for reflection, but homily is part of the liturgy. Dear friends in Christ, today is Palm Sunday. And why is today a Palm Sunday? We have our palms shouting, Hosanna, Hosanna, hailing Jesus, our King. Today is also a Passion Sunday. It's a day we remember the suffering of Christ. So the liturgy of today started with a joyful mood, with a joyful celebration, joyful entrance, but it's ending in a sorrowful mood. And dear friends in Christ, the same people who we are shouting, King of the Jews, Hosanna to you, blessed is he who comes in the name of God, was also the same people who turned back and said, crucify him, crucify him. Few minutes ago, we were outside, and the choir was singing, Hosanna to you, and we were all singing, blessed is he who comes in the name of God. Hosanna, Hosanna. You sang Hosanna, and I did that. But when we came to the church, after the procession, during the gospel reading, we turned back, and you and I, we are singing, crucify him, crucify him, crucify him. You said that, and I did. That is the pain of betrayal. The Passion narrative tells us about the suffering of Christ, to tell us that this is not a story, this is not a fairy tale, this happened. The names, the places, the events, and everything. And why is it a Passion Sunday? Passion is from the Latin word passio, which means suffering. And why is it a Passion Sunday? It's evident in the reading. Very passionate reading. Very passionate narrative to show us how passionate Jesus was to save us. How passionate he felt. How passionate was his love for us. How passionate he went through this suffering. Even when the road seemed to be tough, he said, I must persevere so that my people will be saved. My people will go to heaven. How passionate the love of Christ. Passion with love, passion with suffering. And I ask the question, how passionate are you for the things of God? How passionate are you to follow Jesus? Today is Passion Sunday, and we remember the passion of Jesus. And I ask you the question, dear friends in Christ, how passionate are you to forgive one another? How passionate are you to obey God? How passionate are you to love one another? How passionate are you to go through this suffering for God's sake? How passionate am I to know God, to follow God? Jesus entered through this suffering, and today we are entering the Holy Week. Today begins the Holy Week. And I ask another question for reflection. How holy are you to be in the Holy Week. Be holy as you enter the Holy Week. And I want us to reflect with this song.